Today's topic of discussion is creator burnout. I was having a conversation with another creator friend of mine about creator burnout and the source of that creator burnout, and it's very common specifically in the YouTube and content creation community, but it's common in every industry. As someone who was a chef for many years, sorry, I thought I was like, for some reason I thought I was recording, but I'm not, just because my chat's showing up. For many years I was a chef, and burnout was prevalent as a chef. And a big part of what causes burnout is the desire to make money. You have to remember that a lot of streamers who started this way before streaming was ever popular were just doing it because it was fun, and they happened to make money, and they happened to scale at the right time and grow into a giant business, right? The source material has to be fun. The more and more you try to monetize and make something into a business, the further that you get from the creative process. I know for me personally, back in December, I was making shorts in my free time, getting up at 5 in the morning, producing content, making streams, engaging on Twitter, pushing my content, comment, post every day for the sheer desire to hit numbers and to grow my brand. You can't sustain that day over day, year over year, forever and ever, unless you're really into the thing that you're doing. Remember, video games, cooking, whatever you may be into, it should be fun. It should be enjoyable. And it's okay to have a hobby. It's okay if you make $500 or $50 or $1 and you have a hobby that you can enjoy. Once you start trying to build the business, however, I find that you are going to step further and further away from that content creation process. As you start to monetize, everything becomes about streamlining content and breaking that content down into smaller formats for various platforms. So creator burnout is a big deal. Lots of people have walked away from content creation because I think a lot of us thought it was easy. A lot of us thought it was cool. It's cool to just log on and play video games, and people stop by and you go, oh, people are going to pay me to do this. And then people like me found out that it was work. It was not only was it a little bit of work, it was a lot of work. And so now the question becomes, this is how much work it's going to take to do this. Commenting on every YouTube video, posting on Twitter 3 times a day, making YouTube shorts from your streams, streaming, upgrading, making your notifications better, engaging in other people's content and building a community. Do you want to do that? Is that something that you want to do with your time and your life? And especially with streaming, when you can talk to nobody day after day after day after day and year after year with little to no growth in an oversaturated market where everyone's playing video games, everyone's doing walkthroughs, everyone's doing crazy no-hit 1 HP challenges, it can get quite overwhelming. The source of all burnout is the desire to make money and not being into the thing that you're doing. If you enjoy it, you just do it every day and you get good at it, and people just come to see you because you enjoy what you're doing and they want to feed off of your energy. It's when you start doing things for other reasons other than just, I enjoy doing this, that burnout begins to happen. So it's causing me to take a long look at what I'm doing. I know a lot of content creators feel this way. I know a lot of content creators are burnt out and cooked, and they're getting in and they're engaging every single day. Just take a break. Take 6 months off. Take a year off. Take 2 weeks off. Try something different. Go for a hike. Go to the beach. Go get an ice cream cone. Go get a coffee. Go get something to disconnect you from this medium that you're working on all the time, because you will lose your mind. You will go crazy and be like, I'm doing all these things. I know, because I've done it. I've worked tirelessly, streaming 5 days a week on my 2 hours that I have to myself, video editing, pushing this all together, and then going, there's no growth. I'm going to give up and throw in the towel. Burnout is real. Take time for yourself. Take time to just play video games. Do you remember when we played video games before we just clipped everything into content? Before we mined every video game for every cool game mechanic and posted every short about everything that we ever did ever? Do you remember when we just hung out and played video games? You're like, that was a fun game. Do you remember when you just cooked dinner just because you enjoyed it instead of making a YouTube video? Do you remember when you just went out to a restaurant without taking a picture of your food, simply just because you wanted to enjoy the restaurant, not because that you were a brand? We have to, as a community, get away from the results driven narrative and work towards what do we enjoy and what would we like to learn and what things would we like to do every single day. And I know it's hard. I've recently removed YouTube Studio from my phone. I'm stepping away from the analytics. I don't think that I'll put it back. There are certain things like TikTok which have been removed from my phone. Anything that's a distraction that puts me in a bad mental space has been removed and is slowly being removed every single day. And I'm going to continue to do that because the overall goal is sustainability, and the overall goal is to find some meaning in life through expression, through art, and through creativity. I encourage you to take a break. I encourage you to remember, and I encourage myself to remember why we did the things that we did. And remember to step back from what you're working on, and remember, it shouldn't be that serious. We're talking about video games. We're talking about food. Those are the two areas that I know in particular. Take care of yourselves. Take care of the people around you. Take a break, go outside, walk around. And when you come back, this will be here and you can continue building. It's not going anywhere. You're not missing anything. Things are going to continue happening. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.